I don't think Ghanaians are against Nigerians.
So, frankly speaking, as a foreigner in another country, first thing about you said, you won't get into trouble. First thing, you don't want trouble. And secondly, you want to make money. Be comfortable. These are the first two things as a foreigner in another country. On this Nigeria in Sensem, finally, my coming across fine. This Nigeria station, they are saying the truth. And no more because Nigerians once over another country, Ghana has young too desperate to make money. Send a come country, I'm between say, oh, mobile maybe ye, and Ghana cities no the come music in Munsoa is cappy you. Once Ghana has no Ghana ha ukitabe 1 billion Ghana cities, how do call Nigeria, better the whole leki atom. Into Nigeria for the bar, Momo desperate setting or this cano. And Obana and Nutskano Munyan and Amaden, Chrononis and Semna Dawson, Sisia Chrono Retras, Omuku, then as a foreigner, then a bit motivated to send your vim setting, who bet match citizen of another country, Edenako ye drew. The whole world, no one likes Nigerians, no country likes Nigerians. So beyond pen Nigeria saying Ghana for what I say, a Ghana pen a ye Nigeria for to say in Yanum. Minokasi or more wali a guess ni edge, a guess ni nampo. Iti over 1 million Ghanaians, Nigerians, Ghana, I say, me sure. I boom, I worry Ghana for money or more. Into the next 10 years, no. If I say every 1 year, or move collaborate 200, Nigeria for any Ghana for obey 200. Calculating the next 10 years, Nashe, or Mad Ghana bosso. Usana, finally, send a make a Nigeria station by Kwa Mono, TVC News, or more Kanyans Assem. Now, the Omo can be.
Let's look at the next issue. You know, what appears to be a perceived xenophobia is brewing in Ghana towards Nigerians. Now, some Ghanaians have protested against Nigerians, accusing them of engaging in mass prostitution and indulging in ritual killings in their country. Protesters in their large numbers were seen wielding placards with various inscriptions such as "Armed robbery and violent attacks must stop." Again, our health at stake due to mass prostitution, etc. Now, the truth is, both Ghana and Nigeria share lots in common to institute a war of attrition in the 21st century, Wale.
Well, I'm happy that you brought this topic for discussion.
Yeah.
Because part of the responsibility of media people is to set agenda for conflict resolution. And I think we would like to see a situation where this problem is resolved to the benefit of people, in both countries. The issue is that I don't think Ghanaians are against Nigerians.
In the strict sense of the word.
In the strict sense of the word. If you look at our history, for about 200 years, Nigerians have settled, especially Yoruba people, they have settled in Ghana. There is a man that left Ilorin, his name is Briama. Up to today. And the problem is not even that they set up a kingdom. No.
Yeah.
This man, we had a kingdom in Kumasi, Greater Accra.
Okay.
And the current one is the 8th king over 200 years. He's a member of the Ghana Council of Traditional Chiefs. He's a Yoruba person.
Oh, really?
He's been there for over 200 years.
Please add that the late great Zik of Africa practiced journalism.
He was journalism in Ghana.
He was the editor of the paper
in 1958 or thereabout, when the then Speaker of Parliament in Ghana resigned due to health reasons, there was a certain Akinwumi that became the Speaker in
Ghana.
In the Parliament of Ghana. So we've had a long relationship. And I think that at a point, even the Hausa people, they started going to Ghana in 15th century, during the rule of of the king of Kano. His name is Baja. They started moving to Ghana in large numbers. Up to today, when you go to Ghana, you see where they call Zongos. That we see a lot of.
And don't forget,
they use Hausa on national television.
Ghana was known as a Gold Coast.
They use Ghana as national television. They use it in their radio in Ghana. So we have built a long relationship. And I think at the time, Awolowo also built a very fertile relationship with Ghana. To the extent that OAU started studying Chui language, So we should realize this historical relationship between us and exploit it to the brim. What is happening now is unusual. It's not that somebody is setting up a king. We have had kings you know, who are of Nigerians living there.
Yeah.
And you see, during the time of Abacha, Ghana gave us a lot of support. We used to stay in a place called Labadi. Myself, Dakpolo Nyomi, Chido Onuma, and one Mrs. Oladepo, whose husband was shot in Abeokuta. And on the day of burial, those who killed the man, they came with the suit that they took away from the victim. So the woman was traumatized, had to run to Ghana. They gave us a house located in a place called Labadi.
Okay.
Owned by people, you know, the Ga people of Ghana, who migrated from Osu. So when you are talking about Osu caste system, I mean Osu Castle in Ghana, it's named after the Osu city we have here, where the Ga people migrated in 17th century. So we have this rich, robust historical relationship with Ghana.
Yeah.
When you listen to Chui, they say, when you go to the airport, they say Akwaba, Ekwabo, Akwaba. They say me bus is here. I'm coming just now. So we've had very good relationship that I don't think we should allow this thing to flounder.
Yeah.
Now what is going on is that the third migration of Nigerians into Ghana, which happened just the past 10, 15 years, a lot of people, you know, are just desperate to survive. They go to Ghana, they decided to go into crime, 419, Yahoo, manufacturing, prostitution, manufacturing fake drugs.
Yeah. Tampering with electricity.
Yeah, you know, so it polluted the culture of Ghanaians. I was in Ghana not too long ago, and when I got there, there was a crime, and they were broadcasting on violent crime. Then the police said that, look, those who committed this crime, they are not Ghanaians. They are not Ghanaians. They caught them about 5 days after. They happen to be Nigerians. Because there is crime in Ghana, but not violent crime. Now people go there to kidnap. They kidnap and bring people to Port Harcourt or to Lagos. They will set up a sort of scam that they want to help you to travel to Canada. And so a lot of people have been victims. They are in thousands. Now they are rising up to say, look, enough is enough.
Enough is already too
Ghanaians
much.
don't hate also. And I'm happy that the federal government is doing something.
Yeah.
You know, trying to go into that country and then talk to them and then work out a kind of... and I believe government can do more in terms of integration, regional integration through sports, academic exchanges, festivals, so that we can see ourselves as Africans and one people. If you don't manage it well, it can lead to a lot of sub-regional crisis.
Diplomacy is the word.
Yeah.
BKO, you know, a little bit of history will not hurt us here. Nigerians Must Go has a history.
Yeah.
During our war, 1969, at the height of our avoidable civil war, the Ghanaian president, head of state at the time, General Ankara, ordered Nigerians out of Ghana. This was due to something in the neighborhood of what he has just said. And you know, we retaliated in 1982 in the Shagari years. Ghana must go.
1983. Yes. President Shagari at that time felt that he needed to expel about 2 million undocumented immigrants, especially from Ghana. And the Ghanaians cited economic pressures and all that. But in this case, they are demanding the expulsion of Nigerians over allegations of rising crime, including prostitution, ritual killings, and economic dominance. Economic dominance can be a crime, but they are claiming that many Nigerians were responsible for missing children and rising violence in Ghanaian communities. And they even cited an Igbo king in Ghana, saying they have hijacked their land. Nigerians, on their part, believe that the Ghanaians are been persistently discriminating against them, victimizing them, especially Ghanaian landlords. And they also talked about selective enforcement of business regulations that disproportionately affect Nigerian-owned enterprises or entrepreneurs.
Send the woods here, I was say Nigeria and Ghana. No, it's been a long time. Now there's this. Even there came a time say Ghana are simple, a Nigerian, and a speaker. There were even 7th April 1870, 7th April 1891. to 1985, there was a Nigerian, the Speaker of Parliament, even Augustus Akiwumi. It has happened in Ghana. Has said that for another national person, no, Nigerian, no, or you Speaker, Ghana has said 1891. Until then, as someone said in Nigeria and Ghana, no, a modern partnership. Until Sisia, no, Mama Basia, no, many bread, no more concert, nyama. Then I will ben I will foreigner, Obenya, so landlord, Wakobo landlord, Ukun landlord, Waku be Upeska, ye Juma.
When Nigerians get to a place, they are so aggressive in the area of business that within a short time, they begin to do very well. I remember when IGI got to Ghana, within a short time, IGI became so successful that the then IGI CEO, Olowude, even demanded for a fresh license to set up another insurance company. We are very enterprising. We are very aggressive and goal-oriented when it comes to business. But we also have to be careful. We must be good ambassadors of our country wherever we find ourselves. Going to another country to peddle drugs, that is illicit drugs, is not what any country will accept. And some Nigerians have actually been sentenced to death and executed for exporting illicit drugs to other countries. We have demanded that drug trafficking, the punishment for drug trafficking in our country is like a slap in the wrist. That let us do our best to come up with proportionate punishment for drug trafficking. America arrested a serving president of a country because
Noriega.
Manuel Noriega, because that was in 1989, December 1989, because they felt that his activities and his support for illicit drugs was destroying the lives of their children. So there's no way that our people will go to Ghana and be involved in the things that they are talking about, like drug trafficking, like ritual killing, and all that, and even crime. That you should expect that the people, their blood will boil. You should expect that they will not take kindly to it. But what gives me joy is that the president, the federal government is not quiet. A special envoy has been sent to Ghana to meet with the president so that diplomatically they can look at this issue and try to solve it. That's Bianca Ojukwu, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. She went to Ghana. And the president of Ghana has already said Nigeria is not a country that they can abandon. We pointed because we go back a long time.
We are rich, potentially rich.
No, it's not even. We have a good relations. It's not all about money. Even in terms of our history, there is a lot of alignment, if I can use that word, in terms of even the history of Nigeria and Ghana. When you talk about coup in Nigeria, almost at the same time, you see something like that happening in Ghana.
No, our first coup was in January. Ghana's first coup was in February 1966.
Jerry Rawlings surrender power in 1979. Obasanjo also surrendered power shortly after Jerry Rawlings in 1979, not before him. Because some people will say Obasanjo was the first to willingly. Of course, that is historically untrue. Jerry Rawlings handed over to civilians before Obasanjo. And then let me the same within a short time. The military chased away civilians in our country. About that same time was when the Ghanaians also chased away the military in their country. So we are too interconnected as two countries from the West Coast.
I was going to
be fighting one another.
Musically speaking.
But I don't know, High Life. High Life came from Ghana.
The Ghanaian group Uhuru dance band at a time was led by a Nigerian, Wale,
Yeah.
Samuel Bot,
Yeah.
and Joe Mensah, the great Nigerian Ghanaian musician. came
Yes,
to-
I life musician.
Yeah.
Yes.
And did a collaboration with the late Victor Olaiya.
Victor Olaiya,
so,
yes.
so there's
That's what I'm saying, that we go back a long time and we are too interconnected as two countries from the West Coast for this sort of thing to be happening. I know that in some cases, what the Nigerians are saying, that unfair and selective enforcement of business regulations, I know that there's a level of truism about it.
Yeah.
But we should also clean up our act.
okay.
We cannot export bad behavior
Yes.
to another country and expect that we won't be resisted.
Oh, yeah.
We've
Oh,
got, we have to realize that.
Yeah.
Because even in other countries too, we are being resisted where we are misbehaving. Look at what happened in UAE, for example, where they had to impose a visa ban because of the irresponsible behavior of some Nigerians. Some Nigerians took, what's it called, cultism. Did you see a video of Nigerians carrying machetes in Dubai, chasing one another, cultists? So countries will move against us when some of our people,
Misbehave.
they will move against our people in those places.
Yeah.
We can only call for calm at this time because it's not everyone that is guilty.
Yeah.
So don't tar everybody with the same brush.
that's it.
I want to be able to go to Ghana
Okay.
and
When you
move
are-
around freely.
When you are going, take me a bit. Well, quickly.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? My people will have a saying. While you are warning the mother hen to keep the chicks safely, you must also talk to the hawk.
Oh yeah, we have a similar.
But the hawk must survive now.
Yes.
and they can only survive by it.
Yeah.
So,
They
well,
won't take your advice.
well, you know, they say when you are in Rome,
Behave like Romans.
So we must apply the brakes here.
Sure.
Time is a master, but not before thanking Babajide Kolade Otitoju. BKO, thank you for your intervention.
Thank you. Thank you.
And no
Thank
less so,
everyone.
Thank you.
Adewale Adeoye, thank you for
Thank you very much.
for weighing in.
Thank you.
you.
Yeah.
So our job is done, and that will just about do it for the show on today. You know, if you missed any part of this, not to worry. Join us later tonight at 11:30. But the regular episode of this show takes our airtime at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Watch us then. We are also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Citizen Jones Usain. On behalf of the Backroom Boys, I say thank you and take care of yourself.
Nti although Ghana ye deport omo first na pam omo na e 1969 ye pam omo no e na omo so be pam 83 na sa time na ye pam na Ekowa street ni wo se na make am nti 83 no omo be pam ye no na Ekowa street ni wo ho but still they omo breach sa de no because Ekowa street no allow free movement of states and obi so can say free movement of state and sometimes na Ekowa no wo ho but na yen or like yen no sa free movement ni nim ebusia Ekowa no bibia wo ndida ya pamo a we breach mpo in sisi ano Ekowa no pen as e hold Ghana for na president John Dramani Mahama so achi mu se den Nigeria ndenya anya de Nigeria for ba bejeje mu se ba pamo mu nti the president am ya tse se den yenya pamo mu ye enso de kan se mo nya de pa because 69 ye pamo mu no na the same armed robbery traffic in nyama ashawo for no so no ashawo for no po de kamin kwa na nke nja ashawo for no Nigeria for no pam boys na nja ashawo for no kose no boys e de ti om how far so e wo Ghana ase to e de utu mu tan ende opam mo a be ha ebinom nso boys no mo bokro no mpam mo so mo ja ashawo for na mo ja omo de boys ne de ya de ati ase eno pani ade a metime defend Ghana for mo de aka na Nigeria for wo de aka nwie mo kala mo nti wo pese wotena Ghana ase na o ya de pa the yan said then do the right thing. Do the right thing, keke. Natana Ghana asi. Can't you bend a pemosenye? Mabas mo ye concert. Usia. Sema koso no intende utira so much of margin come on. Sana ye kan wa asi no. Aha na edi mo be semester say afin we di kan ba like na subscribe comment mai. Medas.